Everybody, how are you? Welcome to Demi's World. We're in the final stages right now. We've just really completed the two villages that I planned. The only thing I've got to do now is a little bit of last minute furnishings, and we are all done. So I'm late starting, and that would be because Fortnite have a tendency to do an update at 4 a.m. in the morning Australia time. And of course, when is my live stream ready? Yeah, 4 a.m. every time. So I've been waiting for just on an hour now to be able to come on, and it's starting to get me down. Quite often this happens, and it's very bloody frustrating, I tell you. 4 a.m. might not be the time in the USA that most people are doing, but you know, the USA is not the center of the world, although it sometimes thinks it is. So if I sound a little bit off today, that's probably the reason why. So use some mindfulness, Demi, and yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, bit of a chat today, I guess. It's because it's going to be, hang on a minute, I've just got to feed myself, or seeing you makes me hungry. Oh, mousefuls. That's sad. Okay. Because I can't feed you. So, all right, a little bit of a chat today. I don't think my desktop audio is working again. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it is. Yeah, okay, maybe it is. I'm not sure. The last two times that I've actually came into Fortnite, the grass is growing. Do we have it's really looks dreadful. I mean, is it the change of the seasons, or are they bringing in a new update to say, well, now we've added a lawnmower to the mix? I don't know, but it looks dreadful. I would never let my grass at home in my real world get like this. It just looks plain messy. Is it just here? Why don't we trot over to the other place and see if it's kind of like that as well? Let's go. See, there's the other place. We've got a massive big bridge here. There we go. Let's go for a look. Let's run. Let's get a sweat up. See, it looks lovely down there, but then grass tends to do that even when it's high, when you're at a distance. But looking closer, it looks bloody untidy over here as well. Okay, so there's a change. There is, oh my gosh, yeah. There is a definite change. Now, what's interesting is that grass, I wonder what would happen if I actually laid a block down. Okay, let's like something like this. All right, now let's go away and change it. Does it take the grass? Oh, momentarily. Did you see that? Momentarily. Okay. So it's got to be. They're changing something, because it was never ever like this. See, watch the change. It's momentary. See? Now watch it come back. Interesting. There, it's come back there. It's not, and it's just come back there. Something's definitely changing. I'm just wondering whether there's a new update coming through, and you've actually got a lawnmower or something ridiculous. Okay. I'm not in the best mood today, am I? I'm really not. Sitting waiting. I mean, I get up at 2 a.m. in the morning, and by the time you shower, do all the things you got to do, make numerous cups of coffee. I always make two. See, I have 2 cups of coffee. This is the now cup. That's for immediate, and this is for the 1 hour mark because it keeps it really hot. I've only just started the stream and I'm already on the 1 hour coffee because I've just been sitting here waiting, and it's annoying. And of course now, what are we going to do? It's going to come on. It's going to come on to, all right. Let's get back over there. Wrong way. I'm completely and utterly lost. Oh, I know where I'm going. Yep, right round the corner, which is where I was headed in the first place. All right, so we're going to go over here. Going to get these furnishings done. So you'll notice that on my thumbnail I've got where to for now, where to from here, basically. And well, there's a lot of truth to that. I've been playing Fortnite Survival Lego for just over 4 months now, and look, I love the game. I really, really do. But where do I go from here? You can't just, unlike, when I played World of Warcraft, there was new quests all the time. It was exciting. You had something to do all the time. That's not so much here. I mean, it's the Storm King. Well, guess what? Kim and I slayed the Storm King. There is nothing after that. Sure, there's an expert world. I can't see the bloody point. In the expert world, you can go in like global adventurers, right? They have a group of people, and I was in it, but I guess time and a few other factors kind of made me drop out of that. One of the problems I find with expert world is that when you're doing what I'm doing right now, right, you're just playing when you're on your own or even with somebody, you can go in, you can spend weeks and weeks and weeks, like I've done here, setting up villages and all that sort of thing, and you can be slayed, finished, gone. The entire work that you've done is just gone. I mean, you can go in and get killed on like I did. I mean, I think I hold the record getting killed the quickest. I think it was like 33 seconds or some such thing like that when I first played on my own in expert. I tried it and thought, this is ridiculous. I really didn't enjoy it. And I thought, imagine if I'd spent absolutely days doing all the quests, building the village, I mean, the adventurers, the global adventurers have some spectacular villages, but they could be killed tomorrow and the whole lot is gone. I at least, in the survival world here, I've got 7. I've got 7 different worlds, and I've got villages in all of them. I can go back and have a look. They're still there. They don't just disappear, and that would be heartbreaking to me. So, for me, the expert world is just not the bees all. It doesn't interest me. It's useless to me. I don't want to put a whole lot of work into something that can just disappear in a heartbeat. No, thank you. So, where from here? I've had a go at Battle Royale. Hello, Mando. Mando in the chat. How are you? You haven't visited my channel before? Welcome though. Thank you for stopping by. I'm the only one. What does that mean? I am the only one. What? Okay, I'm doing furniture. No, there's 3. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry about that. No idea whatsoever. All right, so we've completed this here. Okay, would you like to please explain what you mean by I am the only one, and then no, there's 3. Good, how about you? I actually didn't even ask, but I'm okay. I'm fine. How about you? So if you're a troll, you're going to last about 3 seconds because I'm going to kick you out real quick. I have no business waiting for trolls, but if you're genuine, you're welcome to stay. All right, let's have a look at we need to collect off the villagers, but in order to do that, I have to bring about the daylight. So anyway, as I was saying, where to from here? Now, I played Battle Royale. Now, was that... Oh, no, what? Okay, so we're going to be silly. Okay, fair enough. Not to worry. Okay, so bed, and let's bring about... Assign that. Let's bring about the daylight. It should be good. Onto daylight. Okay, down we go. Let's go finish this particular village and then we'll talk. Oh, you're a troll. Bye, love. Bye-bye. You're just a troll. Yeah, I don't need you in my life. What he commented is, I was just asking how you are, what the F is wrong with you. Clearly a troll, because let me read you his chat. He comes on and he says, I. That's it. And then he says, I'm the only one. Okay, right. No, there's 3 is the next comment. Good, how about you? Then he goes, no, what? And then comes the comment about, I was just asking you. No, you weren't. You were being an idiot. Bye, Amanda. Not needed. All right, let's go here. All right, so we've actually finished this. Yeah, and what I did is I modified this room by putting in like a bathroom, restroom in there. So this is where the villagers eat. And what I've got to do now, so we've got one of these that's completed. This one here is a male's dormitory room, and Rowan has it, but I don't know how that happened. And this one over here is a kind of girls one, I guess. Who has this one? Oh, this is Tabby's little house. So we've got that. What I need to do now is these ones over here. Get these 3 set up. These are fairly simple. They're just single. Oh, they're double rooms. All right, let's go on and finish those. Goldfish and hayseed. Okay, so men's rooms. I'll get back onto that conversation in a minute now that the troll has gone. That's a thunderstorm. I thought that might have been a bus stop. You know, someone, maybe Kim's coming on or something like that. But I think it's just a thunderstorm. All right, let's put in... yeah, I don't like the colour. Let's just put in not enough resources. That's because I just emptied it out. All right, okay, probably not wanting to... There's the thunderstorm. All right, how about we don't do this? How about we come under here, get out of the storm, and just have a seat? Right, where I can just talk, I suppose. What I'm curious as to this Mando person. Go to the channel. Let's have a look at this. It's just obviously a troll. Oh, it's a kid who has 28 subscribers. Fair enough. More about this channel. He joined a year ago. He appears to be maybe 10 or 12 years old. He has 6 videos on there, and he thinks he's going to make a name for himself by trolling. Mando, you are rude. You need to go and ask your parents to teach you to have decent manners, because you're quite rude. Bye. I normally, if a young person comes on, I subscribe to them straight away. I have a look at their channel, and I see what they're doing. I mean, he obviously collects, is it Pokemon? I'm not sure whether it's Pokemon or something like that, but but normally I would subscribe to that, I would make a comment, I would do something like that. But when you come onto my live stream and act like a complete jerk, well, that's not going to happen. You need to learn some manners. All right. Where to go from here? Okay. As I was saying, that's not a good picture, is it? Let's get the food out. Okay. Try sitting back down again. Okay. Go. There you go. Sit down. Shut up. Yeah. No. All right. Let's have a nice little chat by the fire. All right. Where to go? I have no idea. All right. I completely lost the conversation with him coming in. But we'll try again. So I've been playing for quite some time. Don't quite know where to go from here. That's what I was saying. I tried Battle Royale, and one of the reasons I haven't continued with that, although I do like it, is I'm kind of more quest driven, I think. There's two reasons. 5 weeks ago, I had, 3 months ago first, I had eye surgery right on my right eye. I had cataracts removed, and that kind of threw things out a little bit, because I've always worn glasses, and when they do one eye gets fixed, and that's great. So the glasses that you wear don't work anymore. So then you've got to go to an optometrist. You've got to pay out a whole lot of money for them to just put a single lens in. And because my glasses have always been tinted, even for indoor, because of having autism, I have sensory issues around taste, sight, colours, stuff like that. So because I had the coloured lenses on it, they wanted $300 just to put a clear coloured lens in my glasses. And I said, well, bugger that, I'm not going to do that. So it was very difficult to continue to play. Then 4 weeks ago, whatever it was, I had the left eye done, and that's really great. Except because I spend so much time in front of a computer, I chose to have my vision corrected for close work, not for distance work. You can have either. You can either have your long distance vision, perfect 20/20, but then you'll need glasses for close-up work, which is probably maybe what I should have done. I didn't think it through enough. But anyway, too late now to regret it. That's the way it is. So what's happened now is I'm sitting in front of a computer, and I just literally, I can't stand the glare. I don't need glasses, but what I do need is blue light. So I've now got to go and get another prescription. It's called blue light blocking, and it blocks like at the moment that screen to me is so bright, and it really affects my mind a bit. So it's very difficult for me. I've battled on and played, and that's very good, but I'm getting a bit bored. I really am. So I don't quite know where to go. Anyway, I did try Battle Royale. One of the reasons that I started this channel in the first place was because of an accident that I had. I developed an ear infection, and it went to my brain. I was put into an induced coma, and I had surgery. And as a result of that, and as a result of the accident that I had, I lost some cognitive issues, some muscle memory. Remember, I don't know if anyone's remembers my first video, but I was saying that I had played World of Warcraft for 11 years or more, with no problems whatsoever, and then as a result of the accident and the infection and subsequent surgery, I went on to play World of Warcraft, and I couldn't. I had lost everything. I recovered my accounts, and I can tell you that I was all of my characters were very high level. I played warrior, I played mage, I played priest, you name it. I'd played them all and brought them all in 11 years to a very high level. I loved playing, but I couldn't play it anymore. I had no memory of it. I lost so much. So my medical team suggested I try something a bit easier, that I could begin to learn now, not something that I was relying on a memory that was forgotten, So I came in and I started to play this, and it was fun, and it still is a bit of fun, but I'm just wondering where it goes now. I've so many worlds, and I've built so many villages, and I'm so proud of a lot of the villages that I've done. I'm going to go on to each of them. I'm going to take a photo or a short video of them, and I'm going to put them on my Facebook account, so that no matter what, even if I never go back to them again, I'll always have that, that little video of them. So I'm going to do that. Where to go from here, I honestly don't know. Suggestions. Where should I go? I have an optometrist appointment today at 9 o'clock to see if they can fit with my glasses, my new glasses that are the blue light ones, and then I can perhaps get back to playing other things. I have found a game that I have tried, but it's going to take a lot of learning for me to do it, because it relies on memory, and mine's not the best. So I have to write things down. Now, that's going to be very boring to anybody watching a video of mine while I'm sitting writing instructions down. And then, okay, well, we'll play this bit of the game, and then we'll write a few more instructions down and things like that. That's going to be bloody boring. So it's probably something I'm going to have to learn on my own, and just play when I'm not streaming, not live streaming. I guess that's the way to go. But apart from that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have 3 podcasts that I really do want to get off the ground, so maybe that's where I stay, and then just game in the background as I choose to, but not necessarily for streaming. I really don't know what to do. So what are the 3 podcasts? Okay. If you go to my website, you will see that it's called demistorm.com. Demistorm.com. Sorry, there's no AU on it. It's just demistorm.com. And I just keep going back to that chat. He's an annoying little pea, isn't he? Yeah. And so on there at Listen, I have one which is called Cis Sense, which is a group of 5 women Not as old as me, right? But younger, and it's just having discussions about things that are going on in the world. I really want to do that stuff. It's also about understanding that right now we live in a world that is either radical left or radical right. Whether we're talking about politics, whether we're talking about woke or non-woke, whether we're talking about it's about extremes. There's no middle way anymore. And yes, whilst I'm a Christian, I believe in a Buddhist middle way philosophy for living. So I want to explore with the panelists and have guest speakers on. That's probably now my number one priority that I want to do. Second, on top of that is I am autistic. I live in a house of five neurodiverse adults, my family. It's not easy at times. I love every single one of them, but it's tough because every one of us is different. So I'm going to do a podcast on that, and inviting other people who either have family who are on the autistic spectrum or neurodiverse in any type, or they are themselves, to find out how we do it, the mistakes we have made, and the good stuff, and really just how tough it is, and say you're not alone in this world in how tough it is. That's the second podcast. I really want to do that one. And the third one is called Out of the Frying Pan. I'm a person who sees what they mean. I don't palaver to people. If I've got something to say, I will say it. I try to use a mindfulness way of saying it, but I'm not going to apologize for anything that I say. Maybe if I was in a raging temper or something, I might say something, but I do try to think about what I say. So out of the frying pan and into the fire is usually the way I jump into things. I try to be mindful. I really do. Sometimes I don't make it, but I'm not going to apologize for that. So that's the third podcast that I want to do. Maybe that's where I need to go from here. And I have downloaded so many games, and I have got to, within the first maybe hour of playing them, and the instructions are either not there on where to go, or I've gone into YouTube and I've had a look at beginning videos of that particular game, and I can't find a solution to the issue that I'm facing in that particular game at that time. So I give it up, and I don't play. And then I'll go on to another one to do the same. I've probably got 100 games like that. God knows how much money Epic and Steam have made out of me. But just a sec. So that's where I think I'll go. I'm not going to do too much with this right now. I'm a little bit sad, I suppose, because I've had an absolute ball this last 4 or 5 months doing this, and I'm kind of sad that it's coming to an end. And I don't think that I will not be back. I certainly will be back, but maybe just in a different way. Maybe I will concentrate on the podcast. Maybe I'll just do, you know, what I love doing is I love chatting, and maybe I'll just do a just chat. But I've tried that before, and I haven't got a lot of response, so that's fair enough, you know. Maybe what I was chatting about, or maybe the way I was doing it, you know, certainly wasn't meaningful to anybody, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. But I love it when people come into my my chat, or whether and just talk about things, I love it. And that's one of the reasons I liked gaming, was because, especially this game, is because you didn't have to put a huge amount of concentration into this game. It's an easy game to play. If anyone wants to do a walkthrough as a beginner, just contact me. I'll do the whole thing with you, because I have learnt so much in this five months. It's really quite incredible. Anyway, that's basically what this is all about. Where do I go from here? I think I will probably concentrate on the 3 podcasts. Number 1, of course, being Sis Sense, and let's get that up and running. I'm really excited about that. And then the second one, and I don't know about the third one yet. I'll see just how much of my time it's going to be taking doing those particular ones. But the autism one is especially special to me to do, because there's I was diagnosed at the age of 60 with autism, ADHD. My sister is 65. She's just been diagnosed with ADHD, although we knew all along that she was weird. My children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, so many of them are on the spectrum. My father was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome in his 70s, so we're like 5 generations of neurodiversity. It can be tough. It really can be, especially when one of those kids is gifted, like my son is. He's a gifted musician. I'm about to get kicked off because of inactivity. All right, I get the hint. Enough talking. To everybody who is a subscriber, thank you. I'm not deserting. I will be back. So I thank you to anyone who's watched my videos, who's given me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have made some brilliant friends, and I intend to keep those. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and on to the next chapter, I guess. So how's that? Thank you all. This is Demi, and I'm signing out for now, but I will be back. Please, everyone, stay safe, okay? Bye for now.